Hey guys, it is Mike with Become the Night. Welcome back to another Song Suggestion Friday. This is the show where you guys put your comments in the comments section. I pick them out, I throw them in the poll on Patreon. If you guys would like to vote on the songs that are in Song Suggestion Friday, you can head on over to the link in the description. Go to my Patreon page, it's $5 or more a month, and you can take part in that Patreon poll. The patrons vote, I take the top ones, I listen to them, I give you my feedback and my opinions on the music. This is strictly my opinion, based upon whatever the hell I feel like. It is based upon a plus sign, equal sign, minus sign, depending upon whether or not I would want to seek that song out again. Minus sign means I would avoid that song actively. I'll be 100% honest, with this week's list, I didn't feel as much. Honestly, I think that's the best way of putting it. I just didn't feel as much. But let's begin. Jump Around by House of Pain. I did not realize that this was this song when I put it on the poll. I'm actually too familiar with it. I really don't have a whole lot to say about this because there's really not a whole lot to this song. One measure beat gets really annoying really quickly, but for that one measure, it's not bad. It is a fun song. It's kind of dumb, but fun. The rapping is okay. It's got a good flow, but I mean, the lyrics are kind of dumb, in my opinion. I don't know, this is really just a party song. There's really not a whole lot to say. Production's okay. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Bennie and the Jets by Elton John. The thing that always sticks out to me in this song is the slap back delay, the immediate slap back delay. And I was always think, why did they make that choice? It's by no means a bad choice. As a matter of fact, I think it makes it very distinct. It's just you never hear that anywhere else, at least that I can think of off the top of my head. It's a very oddly composed instrument section. It's oddly satisfying in a weird way, kind of like those videos. Now, I feel like the bass is often ignored in this song, at least I know it is by me, but it is essential to get this feeling across, very much a centerpiece of that song. Two things I'd never noticed in this song before, because this is the first time I've actually listened to it by myself in my own home instead of in a group setting. One was that weird clappy thing near the end of the song, which was always going on the 2 and 4 beat, and that was kind of annoying. The other thing I didn't notice before was the weird organ solos at the end. Those weird organ solos were cool. I mean, they're like organ sounding. I don't know if they're actually organs or not. The bouncy nature of where the beats are being accented, going against the flowy chords and also going against the subdivision of the piano rhythm makes a really cool blend. Very well done. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique. I didn't realize that I'd actually listened to this song before. This is the story of a man's ambition and greed that takes him down a road that he cannot come back from. This is actually one of the few rap songs where I could understand most of the lyrics on a first listen as well. The flow was awesome, the lyrical choice was masterful, it was musical, but also very effectively conveyed the message he wanted to get across. I will not spoil this for you, but I highly recommend you give this song a listen. The beat is reminiscent of an old school film noir or something you would hear out of the Godfather soundtrack. Now, the second part of this song was very interesting in concept and really actually caught me off guard. But I just really felt totally out of place. They just tacked it on. I don't know what they were trying to get across with that. And the message in that song did not nearly match up to the message in the other song to me, or the other part of the song, but hey, whatever. Total grade for this song, plus sign. Keeper of the Seven Keys by Helloween. I really did not care for the vocal performance on this song much at all. I wouldn't say he's a terrible singer, but I think he's trying to reach for the Bruce Dickinson or King Diamond type thing, and he's not quite getting it. The guitars really needed some remixing on this. The vocals are super hot, you can hear the drums well, everything else is buried. The bass is almost not present at all. The instrumentation is cool, the vocal melody could really use some work, and the time signature and tempo changes in this song feel really awkward. As a matter of fact, the first half of this song just feels really awkward. It took this song about 5 minutes to get to a part that I actually felt like I wanted to listen to. The guitar leads are actually pretty cool, maybe a smidgen thin tone-wise. I honestly think this song would have been way better as an instrumental, cut off 5 minutes, probably better to cut off 7 minutes. This thing was way the hell too long. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Warriors of the World United by Manowar. This is a classic metal sound packed with an unnecessary amount of testosterone. The song was definitely too simple for my tastes, but 80s badass, I suppose. I feel like the lyrics are a little weak, but the vocal performance is actually very cool. We'll give them props there. That poor bass player probably hates his life. He has one of the most boring bass lines I've heard in any song. It has a very catchy chorus despite the massive amount of cheese packed into the song. And the bridge was definitely a very good touch. The change of key and the change of mood, change of soundscape helped break it up a little bit and actually made it feel a little bit more emotionally impactful. Total grade for this song, equal sign. I am absolutely going to mispronounce this. I'm like 90% sure this is Spanish. Entre dos Tierras by Heroes del Silencio. The song kind of has a Sting and the Police vibe, except the singer sounds nothing like Sting. The verse is actually pretty interesting, but the chorus and post-chorus are kind of lackluster for me. They should have done something with a little bit more distortion in the guitars, just to give it a little bit more emotion, a little more emphasis. And they really in that chorus needed to keep the vocals closer rhythmically to what was going on instrumentally. Or I don't know, maybe that's a cultural thing. I could be missing it, so let me know in the comments. The recording and the mix overall was good, although I would say I would have brought the bass up just a smidgen. The solo was good, it was nice and melodic and fit the song, although I would have ventured out a little more just for my own personal tastes. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses. I have also heard this song before, did not realize I had. I really like Axl's vocals on this track. The only thing I would say about the chorus, the chorus is actually nice. I just would have substituted the word baby for something a lot less cliche. Also, I believe in the second verse, or somewhere around there, it's driving me mad. Really should have substituted that line too. A great mix on those drums. One of the best I've heard, actually. Holy cow. They sound absolutely crystal clear. There's a perfect room on those drums. Really, holy crap, they sound fantastic. And we get a kick-ass Slash solo. It's tough to find a solo of Slash's that's really bad, to be honest with you. And the way that he ended that solo in particular was killer. I really like that a lot, very tasteful. There is not a whole lot of depth to the arrangement or the production, but that's not a bad thing. They did what they needed to do, it was effective, good on ya. And there's a gradual crescendo of emotion throughout the song, and that was an excellent touch. Very well done. I really like songs that have some dynamic motion. The last real harsh criticism that I'm actually going to throw in here is that ending vocal is fucking annoying. But that's all. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Jordan by Buckethead. I've only heard this song a handful of times, and that's the times that I saw it on Guitar. I believe it was Guitar Hero. There is some crazy ass effect going on in the intro. I wasn't sure at first if it was a kill switch or not, and then I looked it up, and yes, it is a kill switch. Buckethead is always extremely creative, and this song is no exception to that. Similarly to Steve Vai, Buckethead has a way of being able to speak with his guitar. Now, granted, he does employ a lot of tricks, if you will, and they're not easy to do, but they're more tricks, if you understand what I mean. And holy cow, does he love that wah. He loves the hell out of that wah. The one part that stuck out to me the most in this song is this really cool, skippy part at 3 minutes. And as with a lot of things that he does, he loves doing the chicken picking, man. He knew how to bridge that technique into another genre. Well done. Now, a lot of this song is a shred fest, and a self-indulgent, gushy shred fest. So unless that's your thing, you might not enjoy the song. However, I will say, if you really want to hear a shredder with feel, he does quite a bit of that in this song. He also goes to the overboard, let's just shit notes, but there is a lot of shred with feel in this. As far as that goes, I probably would have enjoyed this song more if between 204 and 221, he let some of it breathe a little bit. He spends a lot of the song just shitting notes in a really cool fashion, and to be able to contrast that with a little bit of more wails and bends and sticking on some notes in between that shredderific feel, I think could have given it a little bit more of a, dynamic. You know how I am with dynamics. This song is chicken picking and two-handed tapping for the win. Total grade for this song, plus sign. Razor's Edge by AC/DC. Nice and loud, as AC/DC is known to do. AC/DC, you can tell the more you listen to them, their mix and master is very, very good. That's how you get that loudness, is by making sure that headroom is there. And they are blessed to have the engineers that they do, because without it, they wouldn't have gone nearly as far as they did, guaranteed. This particular song, I would say, is good old-fashioned rock and roll, but with a tinge of menacingness to it. And I will say Angus has some really cool lead work going on here. It sounds great. Your ears want to listen to more. Now, while there is this repetitive little open string lead thing that he does over top of most of the song, usually the verse and the chorus, I believe, it's actually very instrumental into creating this menacing mood. I believe, if I'm correct, I believe that's a staple that he does, is kind of these little open lead things over top of his songs. Not all the time, but like sometimes it's a tool he likes to employ. This one in particular gives it a very subtly disturbed feeling. The drums are 4 to the floor as usual. No fancy business here. Just it's rock. Beat it. Beat the drums. Listen to other bands that sound like AC/DC songwriting wise, and then go back and listen to AC/DC, or even other bands that don't and just aren't as famous as AC/DC. You can tell how much production helped these guys. Their production sounds fantastic. Huge. Total grade for this song, =. Now it's time for my suggestions. My suggestions for you this week are as follows, and I don't remember if I suggested these or not. I need to start making a list, I really do. My first suggestion for you is Death Rides a Horse by Russian Circles. It's kind of a post-rock type thing, maybe a little bit with like a metal edge. It's kick-ass, it's instrumental. It's actually a 3-piece, and the guitar player uses a looper, and he does it so well. My next suggestion for you is Wanderlust by Baroness. I feel like I may have actually recommended this before. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, this song kicks ass. If you're into the sludge or doom type metal sound, this might be up your alley. It's a little bit more fast-paced and high energy than what you'd typically get out of that genre, but the tone is there. And not only that, I mean, dude, the songs just kick ass. It really is. And my last suggestion for you is Extension of the Wish by Andromeda, but with the, what's his name? With Fremberg on the vocals. Their first vocalist, there's like diehard fans that swear by that guy. I'm sorry, I think he sounded like a whiny bitch. That's just me. Fremberg is no freaking Pavarotti on the vocals, but he sounds definitely better than the first guy that they had. This is like a 10-minute prog. It's not even a full venture, but there's definitely parts of it that go venture. And particularly the solo at 7:56 is wow. But you will not fully appreciate it unless you listen to the song the whole way through. Like, got to. Okay guys, that is it for Song Suggestion Friday. Leave your suggestions in the comments below, and by suggestions I mean 1 per person on the latest video of Song Suggestion Friday. If you want to take part in that Patreon poll, head on over to Patreon, pledge $5 or more a month, and you can take part in the poll. If you guys also want to support me but don't have the ability to pledge monthly, I have a merch store down below. You can get some pretty cool shit and just fucking buy some shit and take a hum. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Become the Night. I interact with my fans on there, post some funny shit on Facebook every once in a while, do some live streams. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Rock on!